Yo, 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 yo. What's happening?
Oh,
What's happening? Good morning. Welcome. Happy
morning.
Friday. What's
Did
up,
your
y'all?
flight
We
get
see.
moved?
Have I moved?
Did your flight get moved?
It didn't. So we're going to keep this short. We're going to keep this 30 minutes. We got Starter Bench live and we're here. It's your boy, Matt. It's Lex in the building. We got some folks already tapped in on YouTube. Our regulars like Charteds, Lancelot. What's up, boy? No, boy, Tarde, boy. Bom dia, Irmão. That's my Brazilian brother, Patricio. Everybody in the building. Look, this is Starter Bench. It's a Chelsea-themed live stream where me and Lex, big Blue fans, talk about the state of our team week in and week out, every Friday at 11. We got a huge inflated roster. We got a lot of young talent, but raw talent. And so we want to sit here and talk about what's new and what's blue and pick who should be the starters coming up. Now, it's international break. So we're big chilling. We're just doing a little catch up. We're going to talk about Wolves. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. But Alexis, what's up with you?
I hate an international break.
Yeah.
I hate it. I'm ready. And then I look to the weekend and there's no games.
Yeah.
No really games. So I don't love all the games being played. I usually end up watching the highlights just because I'm watching so much football that I'm kind of like, hey, I need a little break to refresh my mind so that it's actually exciting again.
Now that's real. That's real. Like it can be. I think. How many have you burnt out this season yet?
What do you mean? Am I?
Like I had a little. I'm not gonna lie. I had like a very brief burnout. Like,
yeah, just because usually I'm up. I'm like, okay, Chelsea's playing later. I'll watch the other games.
Yeah.
But now sometimes it's a stretch because I'm like, I just feel like maybe because there's too many games, like they're just not as exciting.
Yeah.
So I'm
100%.
like, let me reset. Let me reset my brain.
Yeah. It depends though. It's international break. Obviously,
should be the reset we need.
That should be the reset we need. We do have World Cup qualifying. It's always exciting because the World Cup's coming to us in the States. And we have like interesting storylines like Cristiano Ronaldo getting this random red card for Portugal. So yeah. Pedro Neto is going to have to step up next week. That's all that means for Portugal. But yeah, I like to watch some of these players. I want to see Estevao and João Pedro continue. You know, Chelsea got a lot of players who will likely be World Cup bound.
Yeah, but called up. Really exciting.
Yeah, we got big call-ups. But you got topics for today. Give us some topics that we can discuss for the day.
All right, guys. So today, because it's international break, we're going to be unpacking our Chelsea title contenders.
Yeah.
We're also going to talk about, can Moises Caicedo win Premier League Player of the Season?
He should. And
the last thing we're going to talk about is Enzo Fernandez showing his market value?
Ooh, I cannot wait to chat about that one. That's going to be exciting because some folks already know how I feel, but yeah.
But before we get into that, let's recap Chelsea versus Wolves real quick.
Yeah.
I've got some stats. If you want to go into how you felt, and then I've got some stats for us.
Yeah, I want to hear your stats. Another like Maresca weird masterclass where he puts out I mean, the lineup was fine.
Yeah.
But he put out this team and we just didn't seem to mesh. And the first half, I'm not going to lie, was frustrating as hell. Yeah. And I was like, come on, bro. Like we just beat Wolves in the Carabao Cup. Second half,
it should have felt easier.
It should have felt way easier.
Yeah.
And again, second half we came out and it did feel easier. The first goal ran in, and then we started. And again, we were dominating the game. It's
sure.
It's the worst team in the league, Alexis. So it should have been a complete run over. Yeah. 2 points on match week 11, I think it was. So yeah.
Yes.
It's weird because it's like I don't have much to say about it other than like we did the job we were supposed to do. I'm happy João Pedro got a goal. Like I'm wanting to see that continue. And then Garnacho and Estevao assists. I think you can't ask for anything better when we talk about our front line and kind of the newness and the rawness. So I'm with that.
Yes. So speaking of Garnacho, and we'll talk about Estevao. We know I've been all on Garnacho's head, loving him, but for all the right reasons, because Garnacho, he recorded the top speed in the Premier League on that run for that goal. That was recorded top speed.
Oh.
Really? Which.
Okay. All right, Garnacho's fast. Good. We like that.
He was fast. and 2 assists. Now, Garnacho
A
is
random stat, by the way, Alexis. Top
random. I
speed.
know I've got
Yeah.
some good
She's
ones.
digging, y'all. She's digging in.
So Garnacho is averaging 2 big chances per 90 minutes. That is first. He is first in that.
Okay.
As well as expected assists.
Wait, first in the team or first in the Prem?
I believe first in the Prem.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. I love that.
2 big chances per 90 minutes. He's the leader of that stat. Could be for Chelsea. I'll fact check that later.
Yeah.
Expected assists, 0.4, which is second. And who's above that is Esteval. So this might be for Chelsea itself.
Okay.
He was player of the match, 4 goal involvements in the last 4 games.
Yep.
With 92% pass accuracy, 9 touches in the opposition's box the last game. And last game, he got a 9.7 rating without even having a goal.
Hey, yo. Okay, your boy Garnacho is cooking.
He's cooking.
He's cooking. I can't even say anything about him now. Like that's now. I'm also not gonna lie. It probably is for Chelsea, but
yes,
I did see another stat about Esteval and him having. I'm gonna misquote it anyway.
Esteval, yeah.
His stats are up.
So as far as Chelsea's ranking, he is first in dribbles attempted. He's first in dribbles completed, first in expected assists, chances created, open play chances created, shots, touches in the opposition's box, and open play crosses. He's number 1 for Chelsea.
The stats don't lie. Yeah, I mean that's crazy. Stats don't lie. I will say that he hasn't been able to play back-to-back 90-minute games. So like,
which is impressive to get those stats, and you're not even playing a full game.
Yes, for sure. Oh, I don't know. It's kind of 6 in one, half a dozen the other, because also maybe if he was playing longer, maybe he doesn't have those stats because he's playing a longer amount of time. That's what it was. It was per 90. He has the most goals in the Prem.
Yeah.
It was like most goals in like the Prem per 90, which is
I
crazy.
know.
More than Haaland. But again, that means he's not playing enough. And I like that. And again, if our team was more solidified and he was just one of the new young guns we were bringing on the team, this would be perfect. But as it stands now, we kind of need Esteval to play more. And Garnacho's already putting his stuff in. So then that kind of creates the question, like, should we just keep the young boys in the wing? We said that last week. And does Pedro Neto come off the bench? It's interesting. It's an interesting
exactly based on the stats. And then last 2 like kind of shout outs. Well, we can talk more about Enzo when we get into that question.
Yeah, I can't wait.
But oddly, all of our players who scored in that last game, they didn't really have a good performance.
Yeah, facts. Malo Gusto, until the goal. The assisters had great performances, but João Pedro, another just kind of not really visible, but great. We got a goal. And then Pedro Neto, who came off, came. Yeah.
And then as Chelsea fans, it's important to note that our goals aren't really coming from our strikers.
Well,
it shouldn't be like that.
If that was a question on a quiz, I would have aced that one. It would have been like, are our goals coming more for our strikers or from anybody else? Yeah, right. We know for sure. We still don't even know who our strikers are, to be honest.
Exactly. And the last little nod is just like Delap. I didn't really love his body language, to be honest. It's very like lackadaisical. I felt like I feel like he's not making aggressive runs off the ball. So that was disappointing to see. And I think that was actually the right substitution to sub him off.
For sure. I think it was the right move to try to get him a start and like try to galvanize him. Like, listen, we're going to need you for sure. We need you to kind of get mentally back in it after that red card in the midweek and all that stuff.
And we brought you from a team that was relegated because we saw your impact on that team. So
we saved you, and we are trying to make you that next guy. We're trying to get you like an England call-up. We know you're not going to be Harry Kane. Like, can we say that? Like for sure. Like we know Liam Delap's not going to be that, but he can be a very high producing performer in the Premier League and get a call-up. So I don't know. I want to see more from him. I was harsher on Liam Delap than you were, so I'm kind of curious, like where you're at now on the Liam Delap train. Are you still kind of like he's our number 9? He's wearing number 9. I want to say that was what you were telling me last time.
I don't want it to have to be, you have to keep starting to like prove that you're doing something.
Yeah.
Meaning I want to see you taking shots.
Yeah.
Our strikers aren't taking shots. Our wingers shouldn't have more shots on goal than our strikers.
Right.
So Liam Delap, I feel like he's also a true 9.
Yeah.
Versus João Pedro, we know isn't a true 9. So I am expecting to see more shots on goal.
I agree with you. And we do have players on the wings who are assisting. So you can't blame the service either, because Esteval, Garnacho.
Yeah, I think there are a couple ones he could have done way better. Like the service was fine the last
fine.
game. Yeah.
You just got to finish. And maybe he's just, a little bit out of form, whatever. But let's get to your first topic now, because this is a really interesting one. That, I don't know. It's this ain't it. Let's go back. We back. If you want to participate in the surveys, you can. We have a QR code, but you can also just watch this ticker at the bottom. Just go to minty.com, type in the code you have at the bottom, and you can come and have fun. But legitimate question. And your question was, are Chelsea title contenders? And I wanted to say legitimate because I think there's a difference. And I'll give you my opinion. And I want to hear what you have to say. But title contenders, yes, we're top 3 in the league right now. Mm-hmm. If you look around the landscape of the league, we're one of the most consistent teams despite our follies. So, I definitely think we're up there. But legitimate title contenders is a different story. And I'm not going to lie, I'm trying to kind of, circumvent my bias here. But unless something really drastic changes when Cole Palmer comes back, which could happen, but I don't know. We're not there. And I don't want this team to win the Prem at its current level. Now, again, say we go through, the Christmas break, come back and we're like really firing the way we kind of were at the end of last season, then maybe I'll change that thought. But as of right now, this team can't win.
I think that's fair. My perspective is, if other teams have enough errors, then yeah.
That's what I mean. What a Liverpool last season type of win.
I know. It's like if other teams fall off, I think what's important to note is this is a matter of points versus position. So yes, points wise, we are in third.
Yeah.
Or position wise, we are in third, but points, this is a matter of 1 or 2 points.
Yeah.
We don't really have that big.
There's no crazy gap. A 6-point gap between us and the leaders right now in November, kind of mid-November.
We're not 3 points clear, which is ideally of what we would want to be with the team underneath us. But instead, it's just 1 point. And I think if we can get our defense settled, it's a maybe. I agree. I think Fofana did great. I loved that. So if we can figure out who's going to be paired with Fofana and get that settled down, it's a maybe.
Yeah.
And I just think it's funny because last season we were well, there's no way with Rob Sanchez that we could win. And it's interesting because he's just not the talk this season.
Ain't no issues with my boy Bald Bobby Sanchez.
I know.
I'm very happy about that. Yeah. Since he went bald, we're going to hold on to that for the rest of the year. Ever since he shaved his head, keep shaving your head. No, he really hasn't put a foot wrong. Maybe I can only maybe point out a couple instances.
Yeah. Like Man United. And
Man United, I get it.
Not nearly as much as last season.
100%. And again, after that Man United, he's literally been, and I'm talking about commanding in the air, commanding in his 6-yard box.
Yeah.
Distribution has been A1, all of that. Composure, all of that. So Bob Sanchez.
Legitimate? No. Okay. But by chance, yes.
Just by chance. Well, yes. I agree with you. I think, I'm not gonna lie, as we look at the table, and this is one of the first questions of it. Again, if you guys want to join us, go ahead to minty.com. Code is down below. You can see what it looks like here. It's kind of crazy, but looking at this table, Arsenal, a lot of people are starting to talk about City, and I get it. City's a sleeper. They're looking better and better. They have the talent and they have a coach. But Arsenal, from a defensive standpoint, are just so solid, and I think That plays a big role. The
They
only thing,
they've had a season. They've had seasons of second place to figure
yeah,
it out.
yeah, and they've had good, and again, they've had good seasons. I don't
Yeah.
think they've ever had a season where they're not only, I mean, they were defensively sound last season, but they didn't have the firepower they do this season. Like they actually have game changers. Noni Madueke when he gets healthy, coming off the bench. Saka's in the building. Obviously, Ezzy, they got people for this. But a lot of people are talking about City, and I'm actually still kind of worried about Arsenal. Like I
know they're running right now, but
right.
I think they'll fumble as they normally do. But
Yeah.
at the looks of it right now, it does not look like any fumbling will be happening.
Yeah, I don't see
But
the same bottling. But it is
I don't see
Arsenal,
that same
and
bottling.
it's not March yet. So we can't even make this till March or April.
Yes, because the reason I don't see the same bottling is the Arsenal last year would have lost that game against Sunderland 1-0 for sure. But seeing how they came back shows me that they're handling adversity different this year. It seems like they're a bit more disciplined. Last year, they were struggling early on with red cards as well. So it seems like they're a bit more disciplined. They're a bit tired of losing and getting second place each time. And they have the player chemistry. Like their back line has great chemistry and they have leaders for sure.
Gabriel Margulies is like one of the, if not the best center back in the league right now. Like he's really balling. I know. Yeah. Shout out Mark Gay and Van Dijk always and whatever. But yeah, I mean, the difference that can make for a team, and a team who plays possession and wins on set pieces and all that. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
I know, which is so annoying. But yeah, I put that up there. Oh, actually, mine looked a little bit different. You
have Liverpool at 4. This is not the rankings of the actual table as it stands. These are just the top 6 in the Prem. We always want to talk about
this. Is what I put. I put Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Man United, and Spurs. Liverpool seems to have lost. They seem to have lost it. They're losing. They're losing.
I'm actually usurping. I put United over Liverpool. Like that's how much I have lost faith in Liverpool. God. And again, Hugo Ekitike is balling. They have such ballers, but
Isak and Wirtz look like kind of flops right now. I guess Isak's injured. I'll give him that. But like
weird preseason for Isak. Hugo Ekitike is absolutely balling. Like Isak might take my words right now. Isak might need to find a new home by the end of the summer. I'm just saying.
I think how it happened didn't look promising in the sense of like your old club, when they did their Instagram post, they didn't even thank him.
Yeah.
They were just like, he's gone a different way.
Yeah.
And then he was out of training. It just seemed like that's not how you want to transition into Liverpool.
This is a tough year. Sweden not making the World Cup. He's out of form. He's not going to be starting for this team the way Ekitike is playing and Gakpo and them. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. They're just overbloated. Like they don't have a real system. That system that won them last year was 1, Mo Salah just going dummy, and 2, it was rock and roll football. It was rock and roll. It was Klopp football.
And Klopp set it up. And right now, I think they were just like, how many of the best people can we get? But didn't care to think of how they would really fit within the system.
Right.
In my opinion. Yeah.
Now Spurs, on the other hand, we were like, man, Thomas Frank kind of got it. But it looks like we both put Spurs last in the Big 6. Is it just like they're just not enough? Is it the injuries? What do you think with the issues with Spurs?
I think Thomas Frank has done a great job, but seeing how they played against us, shows me how they're gonna play against
I agree. But my Spurs impressed with Spurs bubble burst when we played them and we absolutely dominated them.
Right.
And we really didn't have a need to be doing that. And the game should have been way more than 1-0, but yeah, that's where my Spurs bubble blurred. Our boy Reese James Hader's back in the building. I have to shout him out. Chelsea fans putting them second is crazy. Welcome back. We love the haters just as much as we love the blue fans. We love all the banter. Let's keep it moving because, man, I'm sorry. I'm going a little slow to try to get out of here. I agree with that. Again, if you want to participate, check the options down below and you can participate. Second question, could Moises Caicedo win PFA Player of the Year?
And here's why.
Okay, give me your argument.
He for sure can win because he can get on any team. He can get on any team and he can be starting for any team. He's already run Player of the Week twice. He is the only player in Europe's top 5 leagues with 50 plus possessions won,
Give me them stats, Alexis.
50 plus duels won, and 25 plus interceptions
Yeah.
in all of Europe's top 5 leagues.
Yeah.
And he can score goals for us? Yeah.
I,
First.
I'm with you. Again, to answer the question very bluntly, could he? Yes. But here are my circumstances. Chelsea have to win the league. Chelsea have to win the league.
For him to win.
For him to win. Otherwise, even if City don't win the league, it's Haaland's. Haaland is going dumb this year. And so
that man is a robot. He changed the celebration.
Yeah.
He changed it to a robot.
Doing all that weirdo stuff.
Mans is a robot. He's going crazy.
And I'm a big fan of strikers. I love strikers. I'm a big fan of big strikers. And for years, I've been very critical of Haaland because because they were putting him against Mbappe just prematurely. And it's like, nah, bro, there's still different levels. But 2, I didn't think Haaland, though he was scoring a lot of very important goals. That the season that he came in and like broke the record, he dropped 4 on Wolves and dropped some on Ipswich and whatnot. This year is the first year I'm actually seeing the play having to run through him. And maybe it's because De Bruyne is out. They have to kind of shift it but it used to be like the tiki-taka Man City plus a striker who can finish up top. That's what it felt like to me, even during the treble. Okay. And this year it feels like, oh, you're going high to Haaland. He's linking up play, and then he's getting in positions and he's scoring goals and he's going super dumb.
I feel like I've seen that, in my opinion.
Yeah, a lot of people have.
The season that he scored 50 plus in one season, and I think it's important for strikers to score goals. So like, there's strikers scoring important goals, but it's also important that strikers score goals. So I think he is scoring goals. We have plenty of strikers, including on our team, who just can't seem to put a goal in the net each game.
Yeah.
He scores every game.
Yeah, that's facts. And I agree with that. And that is important, but you can't tell me if he's ever scored in a final for Man City or a semifinal for that matter. And I'm talking Carabao Cup. I'm talking freaking Champions League. I'm talking everything. I ain't seen it. So
but I think he's going to get the golden boot regardless. I don't know if by him scoring
35 or whatever goals
gets him player of the year.
I don't think
that's where people are at too, to be honest.
Well, strikers always get kind of the benefit of the doubt. And again,
you're the guy that you're a hater for. I mean, we saw Raji win the Ballon d'Or.
We saw him win the Ballon d'Or and not win the PFA Player of the Year.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't see by Haaland scoring a ton that gets him player of the year. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, these are the current top performers in the Premier League right now. I don't know what our boy Reece James hater is saying. Inconsistent. There's no such thing as inconsistent with Moise Caicedo. He's probably the most consistent player in the Premier League. Right. Caicedo couldn't perform against us. He's a Flamengo fan. He's still talking about the Club World Cup. The Club World Cup we won, by the way. Anyway, Moises Caicedo, Erling Haaland, obviously, Bukayo Saka, and this is based on
this year.
This is based on this year, and this is based on average kind of ratings and stats in their respective teams for the Premier League. So Bukayo Saka, even though he was injured early this year, he's been balling. I think he's at a 7.5. Bruno Fernandes, 7.7 average rating, has been balling. Granit Xhaka, also a 7.7 average rating.
Okay, so I actually put Saka last.
Wait a minute.
In comparison to all these people, Erling Haaland, he's scoring all the goals.
Going dummy, 100%.
He's been fantastic. Caicedo I put as second because, again, I agree. I mean, we see the stats. He's coming up big for us in games. I actually put Xhaka as third. Did you see him against Arsenal?
You see him against us. Like
he was ridiculous. This guy is ridiculous. And I put him there because it's like, you're coming back into the Premier League and you're showing up like this.
Yeah.
You're showing up like this.
Yeah, for sure.
Then I put Semenyo.
Yeah.
Then I put Fernandes.
I'm right there with you. I'm one off. I switched Semenyo and Saka just because I'm just impressed with Semenyo's got 6 goals this season. Like he's been balling.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But you're right. Xhaka, I mean, Sunderland are in in what? In third place, fourth place, right?
They're in fourth. They're 1 point underneath us.
They're 1 point underneath us. They got the best of us.
And Saka's Saka. He's Saka's
Yeah.
star boy, but he hasn't done anything this season yet because of injuries, this and that. That, in my opinion, put him further up in this list.
I totally agree.
This season, in this moment, right now.
Yeah, Saka's just the best player on a great team, right? But he's not the most impactful player in the league. No,
yes.
Nowhere near.
Especially right now and where we at and what we're seeing. I think the other players, based on the matches that they've been playing, I think that ranking's fair.
I'm with you. You see, sometimes we don't agree, but sometimes all W's. Like I'm with you.
We're on it.
I'm with you 100%. We're international break. We're caught up. This is where I wonder if how close we're gonna be. And please, people, tap in if you have thoughts on this too. Enzo Fernandez. We're looking at the current top 10 most expensive Premier League players in the world. Some people might not be able to read it, but I can read it for you. Alex Isak, 125 million. Florian Wirtz, 108 million. Enzo, 105 million. This is pounds, by the way, Great British pounds. Jack Grealish comes in next with 102. Yeah. Declan Rice, 101. Then Moyes, Caicedo. Again, worth every penny. I would pay double for that, but we'll go forward. To be the third most expensive player ever to be in the Prem. Give me what you think, Alexis. Is he worth this price tag?
He is starting.
No, not starting.
His worth. And I've got some stats for you.
Oh, okay.
So right now he's number 1 in completed passes breaking the defensive line at 14.
Okay.
Bruno Guimaraes is underneath him at 10. Then we have Mbeumo with 9, and then we've got Bruno Fernandes. So, and the thing is, I've seen these in the games. I've seen these passes breaking the defensive line. That's something we've been talking about is his pass depth recently. Yeah. I've actually seen this. So these stats do not lie. He is
these stats pass the eye test.
They pass the eye test.
Yeah.
As far as ranking in the whole Premier League, his passing grade, he's 8th. His pressured passing, he's 2nd. He is 2nd under passing under pressure. Okay. And he's 1st on through ball passing.
Man, where are these stats coming from? Lex with the stats.
Just know I know it. So he's deemed elite at pressured passing.
Okay. He's a pressured passer elitist.
So his best attribute based on the stats is his passing, which, to be fair, have been the things I've been seeing the most, which are starting to show his worth.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I've always seen that as his ability. My issue is, and especially in his first season when it was just him and maybe Joao Felix when he was on the field, we got to see a lot of Enzo's quality. And I'm not going to discount Enzo's actual quality. The man is a baller. Like the man commanded a high price tag for a reason. He won the World Cup for a reason as a starter.
Yeah.
I just think his position playing for Argentina showcases those qualities that you're talking about more than it does for Chelsea. Maybe because we don't have finishers. Maybe because Nicholas Jackson missed a lot of chances over the course of a couple of years, whatever it is. But when I think about what you just said, and the position Enzo plays as kind of the second and a double pivot right next to Moises, and maybe more of an 8 because he goes higher. I love his passes, but when Cole Palmer gets back on the field, like we're going to be relying on those passes a lot less, unless somehow Enzo Maresca kind of switches it up. So I like
probably be like Enzo and Caicedo together and Palmer, and if Enzo can keep that up, we're gonna be moving.
I hope we are. I just think again, you add another creative who's really good on the ball. Then Enzo just becomes I get it from Caicedo, I pass it 2 feet to Cole Palmer and then let Cole Palmer go. And then it becomes more of a Enzo, we need you to just keep the pace, do some Busquets, Xavi Hernandez type stuff.
We honestly don't know where Palmer will play when he comes back. We've seen Enzo moving things around. We don't know. No, in the sense Palmer, he might put Palmer on the right. No.
Not with Esteval doing star boy stuff. We're kicking, and this is why I said last week, João Pedro got to get used to being a 9 and not touching the ball and trying to score.
I hear you with what Esteval's doing, but let's be real. Maresca still isn't starting him.
He isn't starting him. He's
So,
protecting
no,
him.
I do
Yeah.
hear you. But I like seeing this in Cole Palmer's absence,
Yeah.
that Fernandez is doing these passes. I will say he has not been consistently like this, because 2 months ago I was ripping him really.
Shit, 2 weeks ago. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. I think it was like a couple months ago, because I've been on his back this whole month.
Yeah. I've been
been
forcing you to scrutinize him highly. And again, you've been watching those passes.
I've been backing him because yeah, he's showing up.
Yeah.
So yeah, who knows? We don't even know when Palmer will be back.
Yeah.
Or else I would have said something, because we
Yeah. Hopefully, like by the end of this international break, he'll be kind of getting back, get to game form, so he'll be like available against Barcelona.
This question.
This is something I've been seeing trending on the internet, which has actually absolutely been killing me. The actual words on the internet are "gun to your head."
Yeah,
we don't need to encourage any of that. But you have to sell one. Who are you selling? This is crazy. I know. This is crazy. I mean, this is trending. Whoa, she said that way too quickly.
I hate to. I don't want to.
Yo.
I don't want to. Why'd you ask me this question?
Oh my God. It's the internet. It's not me. I mean, no,
the thing is.
Yeah, I mean. No recency bias with you.
Special winger. He's for sure a special winger.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of special wingers.
I agree with you. I
hate to even say that, because no, I want him on the team. You're asking me if I'd sell one.
Yeah.
I would sell him. Reece is proper Chels. He's been here. He's one of our only trusted defensive players. Caicedo is the best in the world.
Yeah.
And Palmer also is the best in the world as well.
I'm wondering. Because I'm with you. And so first and foremost, I'm kind of cutting Caicedo out of this. Caicedo, of these four, which is crazy, is probably the most irreplaceable at this point for me. That's how deep I've fallen in love with Caicedo. It's literally the second coming of Conte. Shout out Conte again for by the way. I get why you're saying Esteval, whatever you ain't really done nothing for Chelsea. All of these other players have done so much, have bled, sweat, everything for Chelsea. I definitely agree. But to play devil's advocate, Cole Palmer went completely ghost on us the end of last year. And even though he made up for it in the Club World Cup in a fashion that I completely forgave him, he did do it. That he is liable to kind of have those, talk about cold, he goes cold. Reece James, we talk about injuries. He's proper Chels. I almost don't even want to slander his name with this devil on my right shoulder. But, could we find another right back? Could we use Malo Gusto if we get a better center back? That's possible. So I think
it is possible for sure.
But then again, like, I love Reece too much. So
it is possible. And I say this just as a football fan, so not even as a Chelsea fan. Yes, it is completely possible to maybe find a different right back.
Yeah.
But Esto, I literally only say this because you've just came in. You still don't have enough minutes. You are so special, though. You are so special. We can see your talent. It's really refreshing to see that Brazilian flair. I love it.
The confidence, the flair, the speed,
all of it. But this is a bad question. It's
a horrible question. And I'm sorry. Let me just go ahead and apologize now. It's been racking my brain. I'm like, why would y'all do this on the internet? But it popped up. Even as a hater, Reece James hater says you have to keep Reece. And that is that's probably that's crazy. This man's YouTube name is Reece James hater. And here he is telling absolute facts. And I'm with you. I think in this one, unfortunately, I gotta sell you, Starboy. We already got our Starboy in Cole Palmer, and he's done more than enough for us. All right, last question of the day, Alexis, and then we are out of here. This is an interesting one. Yeah.
I always love the questions. Guys, I'm always surprised when they come. I don't know.
Yes, she doesn't know these. I ask these questions for her. So yeah, you get to type in your response because it can be anybody. Again, anybody can type in whoever they want to be Chelsea's top scorer. Let me hold on. I had it up
right now. I think is it João Pedro?
Yes. it's João Pedro, and it's João Pedro with like 3 goals.
Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. I think I put João Pedro. The only reason I'm going to say João Pedro is if he keeps getting a couple of the goals like he did these past 2 games against Tottenham and against Wolves, then I could see that accumulating. I don't think this is going to be solely from the best performance, but I can see that accumulating.
I agree with you. João Pedro's got 4 goals right now in the Prem. Moises Caicedo is behind him with 3.
Wow.
Actually, Pedro Neto, Moises Caicedo, and Enzo Fernandez has 3. Trevor Chalobah has 2. Reece James and the rest, Malagusto, Esteval, Garnacho all have 1. So
it's going to be really unfortunate if Delap doesn't turn it on because he will get sold. Like that's kind of the reality.
And he's going to get run through the mud, and then there's going to be even more of a claim for Nicholas Jackson. So I just want everybody to know it ain't easy being proper Chels, but
it ain't.
You got to do it. So I'm with you. I'm putting João Pedro too. He's a top baller. Reece James hater probably threw in Reece James. Yeah. Those are the names we have. No Cole Palmer. Interesting. No Cole Palmer.
We just don't know when he's going to be back.
Yeah, we don't know when he's going to be back. We don't know what kind of form he's going to be in. I hope he gets into good form though, and not just for Chelsea.
For sure.
Like I want to see him start to progress. I want to see him try
as a player, for sure.
Yeah.
Like this.
I want to see like England have a. I want to see Tuchel have a challenge with between Foden, Bellingham, know,
which
Palmer.
Foden's doing well. Foden seems to be getting back in form.
He's definitely balling. He's definitely balling. We'll see what he does for
Foden. I remember. Yeah, but Palmer, I want to see him. It's like this is your 3rd season for Chelsea. This is where like you really can like develop. I think we're even seeing it in Caicedo, right? His first season was poor, but now it's like, okay, we can see you developing. Like Palmer, he needs these games under his belt, even though he has played a ton of games. He does need these games at this time in his like career to like kind of continue developing.
100%. We need to see more, even though you've shown us a lot and I'm thankful for it. We need to see more. Reece James shouldn't be the top scorer on this team or that's a different problem.
Yeah.
I just want to give you an idea before we get out of here of our next fixtures. We have Burnley. Okay. I'm like praying that we just heard that he's fit enough to go return to practice. I don't know if you heard that.
I didn't hear that, but I'll check that out.
So Cole is fit enough to return. Hopefully, another week of this international break, and now we can kind of see him maybe get some minutes again, Burnley, and then immediately after that Saturday, November 22nd, we go. I think it's actually at the Bridge, our first game, Champions League Barcelona. At the Bridge against Barcelona.
That's gonna be mad.
That's gonna be mad.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna do a live stream. I got a lot of Barcelona friends and fans and haters.
It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be great. So we have a lot. If I'm talking from right now, I want to see Cole come off against Burnley, and then I want to see him not start. I want to see him come off again and maybe provide some like of that extra spark off the bench against Barcelona.
Like that Bayern goal. Just come on,
go do it. Same thing when he did for England. He can play that role too. So I don't know. I want to see that. So that's what we got, and then we have Arsenal after that. So our next week we'll have like a little welcome back after international break game with Burnley, which I love. And then it's like
good game. It's a great game for us to be playing after international.
So great game.
Such a great game. So good that we don't have to go play Barcelona or Arsenal straight out of it. Let's get some goals. Let's get that confidence going. Fantastic match to play after international.
Yeah. And then I'm really like, as excited as I am for Barcelona, Arsenal is also going to be a really good litmus test of where we are. Cause I really truly believe they're top of the Prem.
Yeah.
Well, Alexis, international break. I know it's boring, but we have some things to look forward to. And again, Chelsea, Burnley, Chelsea, Barcelona, Chelsea, Arsenal coming fast. And it's going to be before we know it. Guys, I appreciate everybody tapping in. If you can do us a favor, if you have Instagram, come tap in on our Instagram. We have show them Alexis. It's called Start or Bench CFC. It's me and Alexis. You can find us here. That's where we're going to be dropping clips from all of this, even clips from our Reece James hater and all of them. I appreciate all of you guys. for tapping in. Homie Joshi says about an hour ago, Fabrizio announced that Chelsea reached an agreement with Ecuadorian 16-year-old Dina Ordonez. He's supposedly the best player at that age in South America. Yeah, we're going to be talking about this too, Alexis, because in the coming weeks, because I'm seeing a lot of murmurs around us trying to, obviously we're going to be looking at a center back, hopefully in the January window, but I'm also seeing a lot of stuff around Endrick. We've talked about him before. That I know, super confusing, but we'll leave that for the next time. Y'all, if you want to hear us talk about Endrick and how he could either help us and replace Delap or actually be sitting on the bench, on our bench as well as Real Madrid's, come tap in, starter bench, Fridays at 11, and we will see you later. Hold on, what do we say? It's Matt and Lex. We always giving you what's new
and what's blue.
Starter bench, y'all. We'll tap in with you next week. We'll see ya.
Bye, guys.
Peace.